Today we're talking about why you should start a forever world in Lego Fortnite Odyssey. I first heard about this concept while watching two different Minecraft videos on the same subject. Similar to Minecraft, a forever world in Lego Fortnite Odyssey is a persistent and long-term save file designed for continuous building and exploration, intended to be your primary ongoing adventure. Now some people get overwhelmed by this idea. The fear of losing progress or the overwhelming time commitment required for sustained, long-term development might deter players from creating a forever world. But for a busy gamer like you, this can be the ultimate time saver. It is possible to find joy in starting a fresh world, embracing the early game challenges, and the freedom to experiment with a blank canvas that can turn into an amazing work of art. So in this video, I'm going to share 10 tips that can help you enjoy the journey in Lego Fortnite Odyssey long term. By the way, I'm Critter. I'm a busy gamer just like you, and it has taken me 20 failed expert mode attempts and one entire year of limited playtime to give you these time-saving strategies. So let's dive in. The first thing that I want to mention is don't rush. Take your time by enjoying the early game stages where enemies are stronger than you while you're using only common or uncommon weapons or tools. This creates a nice pace of progression, especially since you'll be able to focus on one task at a time in each biome in your world. Now the second tip is going to be something that'll make things fun for your world. Make builds for everything. Make builds for every workstation in your world, like a carpenter's house for your lumber mill or a stonemason's house for a stonebreaker. This gives each building a unique feature to it, as well as making your villages more unique with each new build. Tip number 3 is going to be create lore. Make unique builds for workstations or villagers that tell a story, such as making a colorful house for Bright Bomber, for example. This creates an ever-evolving story for your world that will make each village and building unique for the villagers that live in them. Tip number 4 is diversify your gameplay. Try making and flying an airship, or try taking on a storm dungeon. Explore the Star Wars island or the Lost Isles. If you're just gathering resources or making weapons, then you get bored pretty quickly. That's why doing stuff like storm dungeons or exploring more of your map gives you something else to do during your gameplay sessions. Tip number 5 is going to be having multiple projects at once. Try to have 3 to 5 different projects going on in your world, such as exploring your map, gathering a specific material, or working on a specific build for your workstation. The key is to stay busy on different projects. That way, when one thing starts getting boring, you can switch to a different task for a while. Tip number 6 is create your own task journal. Just like the tasks in the in-game journal, make your own either on a piece of paper or a digital task list to keep track of projects that you're working on in your world. Checking tasks off a list like this is a good way to give you a sense of satisfaction as the list starts to grow smaller. Tip number 7 is going to be explore collecting. Try filling up individual chests with each type of material or hang up wall mounts of each weapon tool rarity. There are many types of materials, items, and enemy creature drops to collect throughout your gameplay sessions. Consider building a museum for all of your achievements. Tip number 8 is going to be make unique villages for your villagers. You can make up to 7 villages with 7 villagers in each one, and you can make 1 village with 6 villagers. You can make these villages work on one specific job or individually unique jobs to give them a more dynamic feeling when you visit each one. Tip number 9 is going to be don't restart. Resist that urge to restart your world at all costs. You have plenty of things to do in your world to keep you occupied. Extend the Storm King boss fight as long as possible. You will feel less bored if you continue to work on your world little by little. Remember that with each new update for the game mode, your world will evolve with it. The final tip is relocate. If you absolutely have to scratch the itch to restart, try relocating to a faraway spot on your map and start a brand new village. Take only a dagger and maybe some food with you. This will give you that new world feeling without having to completely start from scratch. And if you still have villager spots available, you can connect your two different villages with a bus station and travel between them. The important thing with starting your forever world is to take your time. Make unique builds and lore that will help and diversify your gameplay, and keep multiple projects going to make your villages and villagers more unique. Next week's video will start a series of guides that will help you along your forever world journey, so watch for it. And if you want to see more LEGO Fortnite guides like this one, then make sure you subscribe. See you next week.